You should look at that link.
Use this mission to practice starting up your aircraft, taxiing, and taking off.
If you can't see the link, YouTube search Spitfire stick.
Oh, general purpose, standby. I haven't got my ears on yet, so hold on a minute. I've only just realised that you sent the message. Okay, it's Nutty Wild on the line again. That was Bob Newhart. Nutty Wild. Want to get people to drink coffee beans.
Channel.
And smoke cigarette. Well, if they go for those beans, they gotta go for the burning leaves. Look at that link. There's not a link there, sir. Oh, Spitfire stick. Oh, see. Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Hello, guys. Okay, we have general purpose here. Oh, we did have general purpose here. Perhaps he's gone. I'm seeing one viewer. General purpose, are you still here? I'm currently in DCS in UK on the channel map.
I tried to post a link but it wouldn't take it.
You tried to post a link but it wouldn't take it. Oh, that's a pity. Okay, so I should look at Spitstick, was it? Oh, hold on, let me just scroll up and down. YouTube search Spitfire stick. This is gonna. You're after getting me to spend money, aren't you?
It's something you want.
Yeah, it's something I want. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're just trying to get a. You're just trying to empty my bank account, aren't you? Right, Gaz, if you can hang on for a moment, I'm going to humour General Purpose, because he does come up with some good stuff. It's just it wants me to make wants to make me spend money. Hold on, let me just. I'm going to open a new tab on my browser and have a look. I'm just going to YouTube that Spitfire stick that the General is talking about. Yeah. Yeah, of course it's something I want, but I'm not going to spend that dough on it. A spade grip. Any particular... oh, hang on, you're saying it's a kit. Is it any particular website that I should go to? I assume it must be.
You have 3D printed tout self. Authenticate.
I just got to respond to a message, folks. I will be back very soon. Yeah, General Purpose, before I respond to that message, you have a 3D printer. Oh, I haven't got a 3D printer, no. Yeah, of course I'd like one of those spade grips, but like I say, I'm not going to be doing that. This is kind of good enough for me, you know what I mean? Right, I'm just going to respond to a message that I've had.
You
that's
use a
quite
print
important.
service. You would have a axis for the brake. Grim Reapers reviewed it. It's great.
I'm sure it is, but to General Purpose this is. I'm sure it is great, but it's a kit. It's probably going to cost me mega bucks, and I need a 3D printer.
Are
What?
you looking for the Spitfire stick, sir? Sorry. I'm feeling helpful today.
Not sure why I'm getting no sound on on DCS. Yeah, I'm definitely getting no sound on DCS. Now, why might that be? I don't know. Obviously, it needs sound.
You use print service. You don't have to buy a printer. I am working in winning the lottery.
I don't know
Have
why I've
faith.
got no sound.
Wonk wonk.
According to that, I've got sound. Use a print service. Okay. You have an axis for the brake. Well, I've got an axis for the brake. This one on a Spitfire, that's mine. That's my axis for my brake.
You're using open beta. It
Hi guys.
might be your problem.
Yeah,
Restart.
I've been looking at what general purpose was talking about. The stick. I haven't gone into it too far because I'm sure it'll always cost megabucks when the general's talking about it. It's probably going to cost me megabucks, so I probably won't be going there. I'm good enough with this little setup here. That's a valid point, General, about sound. But I've not had this issue before. I've never had this issue before where there's been no sound using beta. I could try restarting it. I don't want to because it kind of mind you, there's nothing happening on the stream anyway. I was gonna say it messes up the stream, but I'm not doing anything, am I? So okay, I'll restart DCS. So bear with me, folks.
I met a horse like you one time. Could never make him drink. LOL.
What was the name of that horse, or was it a horse with no name that you were riding through the desert on? I probably won't get the answer to that question just yet because I'm now going to jump out and restart. I don't think it's going to be the answer somehow. I think there's something else going on. Hold on, before I go any further.
Panko.
Okay, I don't think it's going to make any difference, but I'll give this a try. Now I should be hearing the sussing, and it's not happening. I don't want to restart this. It might be the answer. I might, folks, anyone watching, I might have to restart DCS. I don't want to do that. I don't like to interrupt, although there's not much happening. Currently in my Spitfire in UK, I'm on the channel map in DCS.
I can hear it.
So let's just show you briefly. That's me up in the top left hand corner. There are some 190s and 109s that I can engage if I so choose to go fly down there. So this is basically a cold start mission, but I can, as I say, I can just go down and have a go at these 190s and 109s.
I heard your brake.
So that's a very good aspect of this particular mission. So I should definitely be hearing that. Okay, I don't want to, but I'm going to have to restart DCS. Please bear with me, folks. I'm going to come out of DCS, go back in, see what happens.
Use this mission to practice starting up your aircraft, taxiing, and taking off.
Alright, if you're still there, General, I guess you're still hearing my brake working, but why can't I hear it? I'm watching my meters on voice meter and something's happening there, but I'm not hearing. What's going on? I'll restart voice meter. That's better. It was voice meter that was the problem. Okay, I'm getting the sound. I'm glad you are. It's now got to catch up. It's I've got my activity light on my computer buzzing, so it's catching up. So I've just tried to go to the map. Oh, I know why it didn't. Okay. I've had I see this airport here, this airfield, Manston. When I was working with the band, we played a gig there in the entrance foyer. Played a gig. It was good fun. Okay. Right, so let's go back. That's better. It was all to do with voice meter. My virtual mixer. Close that, restarted, sorted. I've lost the mapping. The button that normally throws my mixture lever forward didn't. So there's been a mapping loss somewhere along the line. I'll have to remap that. I'm going to press it again. It should turn it. It should put it back, and it isn't. So that mapping is definitely lost. I've got to redo that. I wonder if there's any others that I've lost. I've got a bit of a long taxi. So when's General Purpose going to get himself a spit in DCS and join me? And that's another mapping lost. I should be able to turn off my labels with another button. Let's see if our cockpit still closes. Yeah, that still works. Don't want it closed for takeoff, of course. Right, here we go. It's a bit of a long taxi, and the taxiway isn't very wide, so you can't see it either side of the aircraft. You have to bob around a bit. There's a windsock just at my 11 o'clock. That's where I've got to pull onto the runway. There's the windsock, more visible.
the DCS competition, sir?
Hold on. No, not any kind of competition that I know of. I'm just taking off from this airfield, Detling, from a cold start and flying around. And if I want to, I can go and hit those 109s and 190s that I showed earlier on. So that's Detling airfield down there where I just took off. Perhaps I'll go and look for some trouble. Yeah, if there is a DCS competition, Jazz, I'm not aware of it. That doesn't mean much, I'm just not very up on those kind of things. That's quite nicely trimmed. I'll make my way over to there and see if I can have fun with one of them. I say one, but chances are there's two. Although it only shows one, they're probably so close together that you can't see that it's two. So if I head out over Folkestone, that should take me towards the 190s in that area.
Streaming something about a DCS competition.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I mean, either way, this is not that. It's just me doing a cold start and take off from Detling and see if I can have some trouble with a 190 or whatever.
Although it's about jets, but I know it's for props too.
That could be why I'm less aware of it. If it's mainly, if it's intended for jets, yeah. It might be for props. Don't know. I'm really not aware of it. What can one win? Those guys are at 12,000, so I've got a bit of climbing to do. They should be somewhere in front of me, but it's a bit of a distance. Now, is that them or are they blues? It's about the right direction, I think, for them. It has to be. That has to be them because there's no other blues in the way. I don't think I want to go head on with them. Oh wait, I think that might be the 109s. Can't tell for sure for the moment. Okay, I'm going for the 109s instead. I don't know where the 190s are. We can cheat in DCS, how do you mean? Oh, do you mean like because of looking at the map? Well, I don't know if it's a cheat. I think we could count that as intelligence. It's what we're being told by our intelligence. Let's face it, you wouldn't just take off in a spit and just go look for trouble. You'd be actually being told go to such and such point where we are seeing blips on the radar. So that's basically what I'll be doing. That's better. No markers, that's the way it should be. But my button that turns that off has become unmapped, so I'm going to have to remap that.
By the way, I researched 50% of the splitting K9 in War Thunder.
Excellent. You'll love it, but mainly you'll love the LF Mark 9. Yeah, his mate has found me. I've gone all blurred. I'm going down. But I think I got the other one. Let's jump. Bye bye, Spit. Well, I'm pretty sure that first one I hit should go down. He had enough damage, but say his mate found me before I could get him and get out. So I just realised I bailed out over the sea. That's not a good move in this, because you can't swim in it. If I was to land in my parachute on the ground, albeit in front, I'd be able to walk. I'm going to take a very brief comfort break. I'll be back extremely soon.
Roger that, sir.
Oh, I'm still falling. Okay. Not much point in bringing the knees up for a soft landing here, mate. I wonder who that is. Surely that's not the 109 that I hit. Because if it is, you'll probably get home. So, the General, are you still there? And if you are, oh, I did get the 109. I did get him. He's just come up on the right. That's good. So when do you expect to get your spit for DCS, General? I'm going to start that mission again.
Right before you hit the water you need to straighten out your legs and point your toes like and make like a duck.
Well, I can't control any of that, but he will bring his knees together and have them slightly bent when he hits the water.
LOL.
It won't do him any good. Yeah, right, LOL. They can't swim in this, unfortunately. So, once he hits the water, I'm afraid that is it. Oh, there's the aircraft that I hit, I think. It's just sitting on the surface, unless it's a boat. Oh, it might be, I can't tell. Could be an aircraft on its side, or it could be a boat. I think it's probably a boat. Shall we wait? Do we want to wait until it hits the water, or shall I just restart? Your choice. Well, we can hear the water, but not far. Let's see what happens to him when he hits the water. Knees together. Legs bent. I think that means he didn't make it. And the only way I can do this is to quit and restart it. So for anyone that's just joined on YouTube, I'm in DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. I'll have
He straightened his legs.
He did straighten.
LOL.
No, they
Did
were
you
bent.
see?
No, they were bent. If you look carefully, you find the knees come together. They're slightly bent. The feet are together before he lands. You have to look at that again another time, but you'll see that that's what he does. Yeah. So the YouTubers there that have just joined. Yeah. So on DCS, this is a Spitfire LF Mark 9. I'm
Use
in
this mission to practice
cold
starting up
start.
your aircraft, taxiing, and taking off.
I will be starting taxiing, taking off, and then perhaps go look for trouble if there's anything around locally. But they're quite a distance away.
No, he right before he hit. He did.
Oh, you're saying he straightened his legs immediately before he hit? Okay, I didn't see that. I'll have to try. I'll have to check that out next time I bail out. The Focke-Wulfs are up there. The 109s are down there. It's quite a flight. It's a pity I couldn't choose the airfield to spawn in on, because that would have made a shorter flight. But never mind. It's partly it's also to do with the startup of the engine. Yeah. Okay. The startup of the engine and take off, of course. So I'm gonna get back and go through startup process. Brake on. Prop pitch fully fine. I'm going for 1/3 of
I
a
ordered
division
a
nose
Warthog
down.
throttle bit hasn't shipped yet. COVID is the excuse.
Oh, I think you'll like it when you get it, General. Plenty of mapping to do, but yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to taxi.
Can't wait for the new clouds.
Well, clouds are just clouds to me.
Negative waves. LOL.
Negative waves. Elucidate. So you're looking forward to flying a Spitfire in these new clouds, are you, General?
Not really. LOL.
Well, you should be.
AF4U Corsair and AA7 Corsair is coming.
What, to DCS? I could be tempted by those, or at least to try them when they're free. Okay, I'm shutting up for a minute while I take off. Well, I hopefully take off.
Yes. F4U first.
Oh yeah, that's if they bring up a try it for free, which I think they always should. I'll give that a try. Right, I've just got to set track IR up.
A 7 is a Navy jet.
Ah, right. I'm just sorting out track IR, bear with me. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, shocks away. Do a run and brake, do you think? Let's do a run and brake.
I will get a split at some point though.
Well, I should certainly hope so. The spit is absolutely lovely. I think partly because it took a bit of mastering to be able to take off, etc. I think though they also possibly improved the flight model so that it was more possible. I think they've made the flight model more accurate because it was so difficult to take off without the left wing dipping and it going all really bad on you.
I like landing on a boat though. It's all I do now really. I got worn out getting shot at all the time.
Yeah, I agree. Landing on the boat, that's good fun. What have we got? Have we got anything nearby to go shoot at? I suspect not. No, it's miles away. The 190s are miles away, as are the 109.
They have Navy spots right.
They had Navy spots. Navy spots, eh?
Skids.
What? Do you mean here? No, when I was landing on the carrier, I was in something like a Wildcat. And of course taking off in a Harrier from the carrier. Should we enjoy ourselves with a little roll? Stand by.
Royal Navy Spitz.
You're talking in War Thunder, yeah? Because that would be the Seafire, I suppose. I'm getting warm now with this big shirt on. I can get rid of it. But then I chill off.
No radar light.
Oh, real life. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not a buff in all that sort of stuff. I'm terrible, really. I'm very shallow, you know, very shallow.
War Thunder is a scourge on the minds of man. LOL.
Yeah, but it is a damn good game, though.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I think it is for me still. Even though they nerfed the spit model horribly and it never got put back, I still enjoy doing it. Now that's quite nicely trimmed. Look at that. No hands. Look, no hands. Just climbing a tad, but I don't think I can ever, because it's done in graduations, I don't think you can ever get it perfect. Okay, I think the 109's the nearest again.
I should sell my account. I have a lot of fake planes on there.
A lot of fake airplanes. How do you mean?
Rock Thunder has become so juvenile in every way. Made feel abused.
Yeah, it is. I agree it is, but it's still a good game. Still a good game. A game, let's stress the word game.
Stupid people, I guess. LOL.
Okay, yeah, I can go with that. But you have to remember, KK, if I may say that, we're all stupid sometimes, isn't it? I know I am. Although I would accept that some people abuse the privilege. There's the 109s. Perhaps I can get the first one before the second one gets on my 6 this time.
It's War Thunder's business model to be stupid though. LOL.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not clever enough to know if they're stupid or not. Right, I'm going to see if I can get on these 6. I don't really want to go head on with them. I'll turn the markers off again. The trouble is I have to do Shift F10 because my button's unmapped. I'll have to remap that soon. Remap my button that turns off the markers. This is much more realistic. I suspect they didn't have markers on enemy aircraft, etc. in reality. That's probably a little bit of a luxury.
They have embraced it well. Russians.
Yeah. Now I've got to respond to Lexor in a minute. He's asking me if I want to go DCS. Well, I'm already in DCS. Oh, I was following some dots on the screen. Some dusty bits instead of the actual 109s. I don't know where they are now. Darn. Okay, they should be roughly over to my left or right a fraction. But I can't see them. And it's not that contrail, that's not them. I've got to be looking for just dots.
I do miss the sportsman. Maybe one day DCS World War II stuff will catch up.
Well, I mean, you can sort of do same here, can't you? You can join in a on our server and act as a squad. They must be below me or something. Yeah, they're going to be behind me now. They're going to get on my 6. I don't know where they are. Ah, there's one. Who I've immediately lost. There'll be 2 of them on me now that I've messed that up.
Yes, but I'm a stable guy and you like beating. Now that's pretty much what happened before. I got him and then his mate got me. You're a stable guy, are you? Well, I'm very glad to hear that, sir. Right, I better respond to Axel. Stand by.
Okay, so I'm going to go and find... Hold on. I'm going to go find the server that that Laxor is likely to be on soon. Well, I got a couple of kills, so that's alright. Even though they did get me, of course. Honk, honk, honk. Okay, here we go. See, I'm unstable, so you can't join me. I haven't said that, I'm not seeing the server. And when I get in, I'm going to have to remap those buttons because that's bugging me.
I bet they're working on a 38p, but it's top secret.
I won't be surprised. I want them to be working very openly on a Hurricane. I want a Hurricane in this. Ideally 2B, so I could take rockets and do stuff with them. Right, now before I go any further, I've got to do some mapping.
Good lord, why? LOL.
What good lord why would I want a Hurricane? That question doesn't deserve an answer. What am I looking for? I'm looking for mixture. Left control and M it says there, so let's see. Okay, that's doing what I want it to do, so that is the right one.
Might as well have gladiators too. LOL.
Absolutely, I've got an I-16. Yeah, gladiators too, why not? All those lovely piston aircraft, that's what we want. Not all these soppy boring jets.
Actually, these are good ideas.
Yeah, they are, but I can't map that button. Why can't I map that button? I'm going to have to change that. Damn it, that's a nuisance. Perhaps that's why it's not working, because I changed it and somewhere they've reset it back to normal. So I need now to know what my target software is sending for that button. Oh. I'll try it again. I don't know what button number that is. I'll have to. Oh, it's such a pain. It's a delay all the time. Let's try the other
1930 SR races.
one. That wouldn't bother me. Air racers, no, that's like fun stuff. Whereas the Hurricanes, Spitfire, I-16, all that lot are business stuff. Right, so the other thing was closed cockpit. Let's see if it'll, or closed canopy. Let's see if it'll respond to that.
Bill likes to kill. LOL.
Bill likes the competition, which I don't normally. Bill likes the achievement of chasing and winning. You know, that's great. But sometimes it's good to just blat around the sky and not win, as long as you've had a good scrap. That's mainly it. Joy button 4. Canopy oh no, that one is working. Idiot. It's the Shift F10 one. Okay, hold on.
I land on boats. LOL. Bye, I'm going to end it all.
End all what?
My game.
Oh, I just realised that's Lude Capley. I wish it could change the voice sound when it's a new person typing a message. Hi, Lude. I think it's the first time I've spoken to you. I hadn't realised you were. I hadn't realised that you were not general. So okay, hello to you. Nice to speak to you. First time, I believe. So you're going to end all your gaming? That doesn't sound good.
I like sounding like girl. LOL.
You like sounding like a girl? Oh right, yeah, sure. Yeah, but if it was a different girl's voice, I'd be happy with that. Just so I can hear that someone else has put a message there, because it all sounds the same. So if I'm just listening, I hear a message come in. I don't know it's a different person that's written that message. Oh, I don't know how to get over this. I can't
Don't
keep
WND
doing
the
Shift
game,
F10.
just make fun of War Thunder, it will be okay.
Don't end the game. Just make fun. I think that was a message. Was that a message for was it Lude? I can't remember his name now. Yeah, was that a message for Lude? Hi Lude, by the way, I didn't acknowledge that. I'm going to have to do my mapping some other time because this is just going to take too long. I'll just have to go with it and hit that manually. It's not going to go with my button.
Yes.
Let's check. Yeah, so that was a message for Lude then from the generals. Basically, have fun in War Thunder, I think is what he's saying, and I agree with that. Okay, startup process. Lude, do you know the startup process for a Spitfire LF Mark 9? If you don't know, I'll talk through it. I'll talk through it if you want me to. I'll wait for your response on that. Lude, we are in DCS.
Insult War Thunder. It's great fun.
It's good fun insulting War Thunder, and of course Gaijin. You've been Gaijined. Yeah. So Lude, do you want me to talk through the startup process for this aircraft? So yeah, we're in DCS. I'm on a server. I will be joined in a little while by Laxor, another player who I often squad with at weekends on War Thunder. And
Dear God, I'm having flashbacks. LOL.
good flashbacks, General, or bad? Actually, I think perhaps Lude has gone because he's not responding, so perhaps it's someone else that's the second person on YouTube. I'll just talk through it in case Lude's still there and wants to know. I'll just talk through it. I'm going to put my radio on and ask permission to start my engine.
Little children screaming at me for killing them.
Oh yeah, a lot of them just can't take it, can they?
Mazda, Colt 1-1, request startup. Colt 1-1, Mazda, clear for startup.
Roger. Okay, I'll go through startup now then. Now that I've got permission. Brake on. Prop pitch fully fine. I'll turn my panel lights on because I like to. Open the booster and starter covers.
They never look up, and that's supposed to be my problem. LOL.
Yeah. Just enjoy it, sir. Just don't worry about it. Just enjoy it. Blow them to bits and enjoy it. Okay, I'm destroying my train of thought as usual here. I'm bound to forget something. So there, right. I'm going to put my magnetos on. And I'm going to put my fuel pump on. And
I don't
open the fuel
anymore.
cock.
I land on boats.
It is good fun landing on boats, I've got to say that, and taking off on boats. It is good fun. Okay, Okay, I think I'm ready to prime and start. And I now have to throw this manually. It's a pain.
I'm a Navy guy, lol.
Okay, I've had permission to start the aircraft, and I've started it. So I'm going to do a couple of things and get permission to taxi to the runway. Adjusting the altimeter. Adjust nose down to 1/3 of a division nose down. I didn't turn my gear light on, I'll have to do that in a minute. Right, adjust my rudder trim. Gear light. Okay, ready to roll.
Mazda, Colt 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
So Navy is your preference, General?
Colt 1-1. Mazda, clear to taxi to runway 26.
Look out, Jerry. Here comes Bungalow Bill. LOL.
Well, there aren't any on here apart from ground units. There are no. Well, I think there are aircraft as well, but they've yet to be perhaps brought into the battle more. So I'm going to taxi. And for anyone watching who doesn't know, for taxiing on a Spit, there are no toe brakes, so you have to give it left or right rudder and apply the brake to put braking on the wheel that is relevant to that rudder position, left or right. It's very uncomfortable.
Look behind this time. LOL.
Well, the trouble is I look behind and then I lose the guy that's in front. I can do that, even though I don't look away I can still lose him. So looking behind is just as dangerous as not looking behind. It'd be different if I could always keep an eye on the enemy. That would be very different. Then I could look around a lot more, deviate from my task and then go back to my task, but I just lose them. They never lose me. Isn't that funny? I'm going to have to turn off the markers, but I have to use Shift F10 now for that instead of my button.
Hit the one front one good time, then disengage and look for next guy. You have to keep track of everyone. It's
Oh,
hard.
of course you do, but just that first one, that first thing you said, hit the one in front one good time. Well, that I struggle with because I can never keep the aircraft stable enough to do so. That could be to do with control settings, I don't know. but it happens in War Thunder and it happens in this. It could simply be that I'm a really rubbish pilot.
Trim, trim, trim.
Yeah, I don't have the same trim capabilities as the General has. I would need probably a third hand to be able to do that.
Try having a little nose down trim when shooting.
Yeah, but it takes so long to make that trim change. So with the trim wheel, maybe it happens quickly, but I've just got the
And dogfighting.
yeah, but I've only got the hat switch at the top here, and it moves at its own set rate. So trying to trim, you have to wait for it to get the trim, as you saw, and I set my nose down trim for takeoff. It takes a while to get anywhere, so you can't do it quickly on the fly. At least not with my setup, you can't. Hold on.
Mazda, Colt 1-1, request takeoff.
Set it and leave it. So you fly level with slight bit of back preaching on stick.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah. I can see where you're going, but either way I struggle. Okay. Once again, for anyone watching who doesn't know, take off on a spit, in a spit, is brake off, stick back, full aileron, full right aileron, throttle up, dance on the pedals. Once you are airborne, it's gear up. Then I adjust my trim at that point, and once I've adjusted my trim to one division of nose up for normal flight, I then adjust my prop pitch to give an RPM of 2,700, and I then close my canopy. Okay, see if I can do all that.
Squeeze instead of pulling trigger.
Oh, squeeze always, yeah. Okay, concentrate now, brake off. Well, my previous takeoffs were definitely better than that one. I'm going to do my usual straight run on a bunch of soft targets just to make sure everything's working okay. A bunch of trucks on the grass. There's the trucks. There's a train there as well. I could shoot the train, but what happens then is the train gets stuck on the rails, and any trains that follow up, you get a train log jam. So none of it moves, so it kind of spoils the effect. All except for one. That's alright. I'll finish it off though, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to go east of the airfield where there are some units which will fire back at me. At my 11 o'clock-ish, roughly, position. That's 7 little black dots.
We'll go take a shower now. I can smell myself.
If you can smell yourself, yeah, you probably need a shower. Enjoy. Catch you later, mate. TTFN. Is when you hit one, you get that steam and stuff come up, you can't see anything. So I've hit one of them, didn't destroy it, but then I couldn't see the second one. One of them just hit me. I think I'm at a 20mm and I'm getting hit. That wasn't very good. I've only got one so far and I'm out of 20mm. Well, that's because I went for that other strafe run, I suppose. I used a lot of ammo on that. I'm pretty sure my cannon's gone, but the trigger does need an extra hard squeeze to get the 20mm to fire, so I'm going to try one more run, making sure I squeeze hard enough, but I think I've probably used them all. Well, perhaps I've still got some. smoking. I'll make this one run and then I'll see if I can get down. RTB. I'm sure it was smoking, but I can't see it now. Rev counters all over the place. I will have to get repaired. While I'm getting repaired, I'll check out Discord and see if Laxor's anywhere near. It did say about 15 minutes ago that it would probably take him 20 minutes. Throttling that. Dropping gear. Yes, I am smoking. I don't usually go third person, that's just to show the gear dropping, just for the viewer. Right, gear is down. Whoa.
Clear to taxi to runway 26.
That was bad. Very, very bad. I was much lower than I realised, so I didn't have a chance to make good. That's an aircraft that definitely needs repair. I don't think it's anything to do with damage that I've suffered, just my bad approach. Ooh.
Survivable landing.
Oh yeah, I could walk away and I could prove it by jumping out, but if I jump out then I can't carry on. You can't get back in. Be nice if you could get back in, that would be very good. Yeah, but definitely survivable.
Are you going to play War Thunder tonight, sir?
Request repair.
I'm not sure, depends on the
Copy.
timing, because I've got things to do again in the morning, so I can't turn in too late.
Request refueling. Request
Copy.
rearming.
Right, I can be getting Discord
Copy.
up and running. Oh, he has messaged me. Oh, that's just to say 20 minutes, and that was at 22:08. So I'll get Discord running.
Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Whilst that's doing that, I'm going to go and find myself something to drink. So I'll be back soon. Right, it really is a nuisance that I can't use the buttons that I want to use. That's probably going to have to be a job for another time, so that I'm not just wasting time on this. I'm not sure where Laxor is. He's not on Discord yet, but he will be there. Unless he's turned up. Let me see. No, that's all Bill. So we'll see him on that white set of white writing. We should see him if he turns up. Oh, I've just had a message come in elsewhere, so stick around. Okay, still waiting for Laxor at the moment. I'll probably take off soon, but just that we will want to connect. Bit wonky. Right, yeah, so coming back on your point, Gaz, I don't know if we'll do War Thunder. I need to be up early tomorrow, and if I do War Thunder after this, I know that I won't be turning in until 3 o'clock, and that won't work for me. I need to be turning in earlier than that. It's bad enough last night. I quit at gone 1 o'clock, I think, which is okay, but then I was fiddling about on other stuff here for another hour, so I still didn't turn in until gone 2. So easy for me to get caught up doing stuff on this. Okay. I neglected to set my nose down trim before I took off. Good evening, Warhawk. You're a bit quiet, I think. That could be that I need to bring your
How
volume
quiet
up.
am I?
Yeah, that was better actually. So perhaps I was hearing you okay. My engine sound is a bit loud at the moment.
Roger that. Is the server up, do you know?
I'm on the server now.
You say it is up now?
Roger.
Alright.
We're expecting Laxor in any time now.
Already? How's your weekend going?
Yeah, not bad. Busy. There's been decorating stuff going on here, so it's been
Decorating?
busy. Yeah, you know, removal of wallpaper and replacement of new.
Oh, okay, so not necessarily decorating, more like remodeling.
Well, I mean, we call it redecorating. Like if you have wallpaper on your walls and you take that off and put new stuff up or repaint, we refer to that as redecorating.
Got it. I've got a potentially polarizing question for you.
Sorry, someone has a question.
I have a potentially polarizing question for you.
Oh, go on then.
What are your thoughts on this whole Brexit situation?
Zero. I don't have thoughts. It's too much. No, I would not have voted to go out, but I know almost nothing about politics. Very apolitical is me.
Probably for the best, huh?
Well, I've now done my three score years and 10. And when I had 1 score years and less than 1 score years by 19, when I had 19 years, I remember watching something on TV. Now there was a couple of guys. They were, let's say, very experienced gentlemen. They were on opposite sides of the political fence, and they were totally disagreeing with each other on a particular point. Nicely, I think. They seemed very genuine and honourable. And I remember thinking at that time, hang on a minute, mate, I'm 19. These guys are 60 odd years old. They've been in politics a very long time. They know what they're talking about, and yet they both disagree. They're diametrically opposed on this particular point. What chance do I stand of making a decent choice if they can't agree? If I can't, I don't see how I can make a choice. So at that point, I kind of, I won't say ducked out of politics, but very much put it in the background.
At age 19, you were already peacing out, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the reason it was 19 is because here the voting age at that time was 21. So I'm kind of thinking I should sort of have some idea about which way I want to go on things. So I should
Is it 18
sort of watch
now?
some stuff. It's 18 now, yeah.
Okay.
And I was thinking I should sort of have some idea maybe about what's going on. And it was during that time, and I'm thinking these guys who know a hell of a lot more than I do can't agree on one point. They are diametrically opposed on this particular point. Very clever people, very knowledgeable. What chance would I stand of deciding what is the correct answer? You know, if they can't do it, I certainly can't. But it's also
You gotta have faith in your positions.
you've got to have faith in. See, I don't know if it makes any difference, but I'm a guy who needs all the facts before I can make a decision, and I've got to feel confident that I've got all the facts before I can make a decision. And in a case of politics, there is so much to know, and there's also so much that's like, okay, we'll go this or we'll go with that, and I can't work that way. I can't work that way. I need definites, and there aren't definites in politics, are there? It's well,
No,
what
not
do we
usually.
think's best? Yeah. So also, apart from that, of course, I find it exceptionally boring.
Yeah, politics can be pretty boring. I would also make the point that, at least I don't know how it is across the pond there, but I would presume, at least from my research on the matter, I would say from the late 70s and onwards, the vitriol and the hyper political partisan nature of despising people that don't believe what you believe or what's important to you has just been exacerbated between the political factions in the United States and probably most Western democracies over the last 30 to 40 years, and it's a shame, and I don't even know what's necessarily responsible for it, other than you have these talk radio shows that just rile up their audience to, you know, they have the ability to, I don't know.
Yeah, well, what they want ratings. So if they can
Correct.
cause a stir, and you know, no matter what the subject matter is, if they can get politicians at each other's throats and that sort of stuff, they would love that, wouldn't they? Because that's like, that gets the ratings up. They don't care about the reality, or the truth, or the care. None of that.
Well, I
comes
mean, they don't care about the damage they're doing to the psyche of the everyday citizen.
That's right, absolutely.
I wish, just on a random sidebar here, I wish that you could experience and see what I'm seeing right now. Because I am in the BF-109, and I've got the VR headset on. I'm actually talking to you through the VR headset, so I don't know if the quality is good or not, but the voice quality, that is. But I hear you flying around back there. I don't know what direction it is, maybe to the south. But man, just sitting in the cockpit like this, looking over the wing. Now,
Yeah.
when I fly in like the F-16 or something like that, it's not, the VR experience is great. Don't get me wrong, but it is a whole different ball game when the wings are next to you rather than in every other jet that's out there. The wings are actually back over your
They're
shoulders.
behind you. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you get extra depth of field, and it's just a fantastic thing.
You know what? When I get in these aircraft, even in War Thunder, silly enough, I can almost smell the oil and perhaps any leather bits. You know,
That's the
it's
next
great.
step, huh?
I don't get that feeling from the jet aircraft. I just love the piston aircraft. The jets just don't do it for me. I think I've probably said that so many times, people must be sick of hearing it, but they just don't do it for me. I love the piston engine aircraft. I even have don't tell anyone, I've even got an I-16 in this.
Oh my god, I'm gonna leave the server.
It's good fun. It's a good fun aircraft. There's levers
Alright,
and
Lex.
pulleys and cables.
I-16 is forever my ass. Things like
Black still there?
a convertible GB, that's what that thing is.
I'm going to see if I... Oh no, I'm not. I was going to say I'll see if I can land, but I'm not. My approach, I wasn't even thinking about landing, so I'm not going to do that. I'll do a run and brake instead. I can hear you speaking, Laxor, but I can't work out
Yeah,
what
we're
you're saying.
both in. We're both in.
I've got to pull your volume up again. Stand by, but hang on. I'm a bit low.
Sounds great though.
And up we go.
Yeah, actually, I haven't flown the BF-109 a whole lot yet, Bill. Once I get going here, you mind if we do some practice formation flying?
Formation? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
I
very
could
good
just
at it.
if I could form up on you a little bit, do some practice on the rejoins.
Oh, if you're joining me, yeah, that'll be easier. I'm
Okay,
better
that'd be
at flying than you know, just flying straight level normally than actually forming up on someone. Although that's good fun too. Where are you right now?
I'm on the ground. I'm just trying to bind my cannon right now.
Oh right, so you're on a different airfield?
Nope, I'm at Mozdok here with you. I'm just on the
right,
ground.
okay.
Yeah, I was watching you do your low approach.
Oh, the run and wake.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna see if I can remember how to start this thing up now.
Not quite like War Thunder, is it? Where you press one button and the engine starts.
Well, I mean, every aircraft in DCS has to have an auto start. That's the only Eagle Dynamics request that they do for their developers, other than just quality control.
Right.
But the auto start in the BF-109 is actually it doesn't work.
Oh,
Yeah, it genuinely does not work.
that's a pain in the butt. You know, well, I suppose it just means you've got to learn to do it.
Yeah, I've been learning how to do it, and somebody helped me out, so I'm just kind of trying to get that going right now.
Well, I'm
Yeah, I
overflying
see
the
you. Look
airfield.
at
I
that.
haven't seen
I'm
you.
off your left, back left. I'm just sitting here. See you climbing up now? Yeah, when on that pass, I was in the left parking area, in between the hills here. Off your 10 o'clock low now, 9 o'clock low. Well, I'm low because I'm on the ground, but...
I'm still not seeing you.
I'm here, believe me. I'm here.
Oh, I'm sure you are. It's just me. That's how good I am at losing aircraft. I even lose them when they're parked on the ground.
Okay, let's see if I remember all this here.
Actually, I should
Same
cheat, shouldn't I? Look at the map.
Oh, did you see me now, or what?
No, I'm going to look at the map.
Okay, because you just went right over the top of me, but in front of me, though. If you do
Okay.
that same pass and just more to the, more to your left on that same direction, then you'd be over the top of me here.
I'm going to use my map. That should show me where you are.
You're good.
Are you taxiing now?
No, I'm just cranking right now to see if I can get it to start.
Roger that. Oh, I was looking on the wrong side. Silly boy.
Yep. I'm on the other side, in
I'm
between the
coming
hills here. Don't hit me. I'm looking at you.
Woo! Close enough.
Fantastic. That was good.
Laxor's in his I-16.
Oh God.
I've got
Let's
to
shoot
wind
it
you
down.
up, Laxor. I'm going to trim out a little bit and
Cranking.
sort of go over onto Discord and bring you up.
Yeah, no joy on the crank.
Ah, check Laxor.
Yeah, check.
Okay, I'll probably
I
got
can't
to
seem
bring it
to.
up.
I can't.
Say again.
I can't seem to get the plane to load in. Oh, finally! It took about 3 or 4 minutes for the plane to load in.
Oh. I've lost a couple of mappings, so the last little update covered a couple of my mappings. I had a button that would throw my mixture control lever forward, it doesn't anymore, and I had a button that turned off the labels, it doesn't anymore, and I can't just do it, it won't recognise it. I've got to tell it whatever it is I've got my stick set up for on the software. Whatever it sends to the game, I've got to tell the game to use that keyboard shortcut.
Is that not a case of though? I only have been able to get the markers to turn on or off when I'm in the air. It's only ever worked.
No, it's always worked for me. Because I take off, realise that they're on, and then while I'm still flying, I turn them off. And it works for me. Warhol, you must be going. I'm seeing an aircraft, looks like it must be taxiing.
I am taxiing. I'm just gonna
Super.
take a look at Lax and give him the finger real quick before I taxi over to the runway.
You're going the wrong way, the long way round, aren't you? Or are you going to turn?
Weapons check.
I'm just gonna follow Lax. Lax, do you have your engine running? I can't tell. It must be. I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear that 2-cylinder.
Two cylinders of mirth.
Yeah.
It sounds nice when it spins up though. Nice.
I
and
like the
throaty.
wind up, and then you drop, because
Yeah.
it's like it's spinning a flywheel, isn't it? And then you drop it in, and that's quite exciting.
You actually want to taxi to the runway? Because I want to just take off here.
It's nice wide taxi, eh?
It's up to you.
Centre track. Yeah, I mean, if you wanna go for it.
Are you going to stay in DCS, sir?
I suspect so.
I'll probably just do
Because
a
I say, if
180
it goes
here
to
and take
Warfund, it'll
off.
keep me up too late.
Is that what you're doing?
Gun it and run it, mate.
Oh, you're gonna take off right here? Is that enough space?
Loads of space.
Backsaws up.
Not enough for me.
Oh, is it not?
Yeah, it should be. There should be enough.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna do the other way.
gonna try some of these Russian Wonder aircraft. You'd have had more space taken off where you were than where you are now.
Oops. The grass take on. You're up! Steady!
This thing's listing.
Oops. I'm seeing steam and smoke or something.
Yeah, I don't talk about it.
Well, that's alright. Now's the time to practice your landing to get the repair.
I want to see if that bellows out or not, or if it's broken.
Bang, 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 bang.
I just realised I forgot to close the doors on this thing. You might fall out with them open.
Oh. It probably caused drag if nothing else.
Yeah, I should have taken the runway. I was, couldn't keep it on that taxiway, even though the taxiway is 3 times wider for some reason.
But that's been the problem with the Spit for me. I really didn't think I'd be able to fly the Spit. For a long time I thought I'm never going to do this. But as I say, I think in fairness, I think they must have improved the flight model to make it more accurate. Because the left wing would dip and it would skid all over the place, but now I take off with full elevator and full right aileron and gradually bring them back to normal whilst I'm accelerating along the runway, and it works okay generally. I don't know if it's the same on a 109, but with the Spit you haven't landed until you've stopped, because getting down, touching your wheels down can be fairly easy, but once you're down on the runway, controlling it and keeping it straight I find very uncomfortable. In fact they did during the war as well. The ladies used to transport them.
I think that's the same for any of the warbirds.
I think it's the tail dragger.
Because yeah.
Well,
As long as you get it.
not only is it a tail dragger, but it's also the skinny gear, which applies also, of course, to the 109.
Are those K4 areas?
I believe
Well,
that
landing
there
was
is more than
successful.
one.
We'll,
Yeah, that I think it is
see
a
if we can get it
K4.
fixed,
Hold on.
and try it again. Hold on, let me open my canopy for entertainment
yes.
purposes.
Warhawk is flying a K4. So I imagine you have to keep, wrong button, I imagine you have to keep your throttle, your stick pulled back for takeoff as well, Warhawk, don't you, to keep your tail wheel down and gradually let your stick forward again as with the Spit.
You do, yeah, but it's been a week since I've flown, really, and I've flown this for a couple hours already, and I had already forgotten that I need to compensate for the inertia of the prop.
Oh yeah.
Which is what was dragging me off
I give some
tarmac there.
right rudder. I think your prop spins the other way, so I guess you'd want left rudder trim, but I give it right rudder trim. Which
I don't think
helps
this thing has
compensate.
any trim other than elevator trim. There's no aileron or rudder trim.
So you've got to do that yourself then.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow,
very
yeah.
manual. It's alright. Just think, guys, in a couple weeks, this game is going to be dramatically changed permanently.
What happens? What have I missed?
They're adding in the new cloud system.
Oh yeah. Cosmos was Commander Cosmos was talking about a new cloud system, but is it? I mean, to me they're just clouds. Is it really?
What
that
the
important?
hell, Lex? It is a whole new cloud system. There's server-side clouds that are uniform for everybody.
I did not touch you.
Said I damaged you.
What?
I had an indication pop up that says that I damaged you.
No, you didn't. Because otherwise I would have had a little pop-up that said that you damaged me.
And guess what? It's your server. So if it's lying, it lies. But yeah, if you haven't seen the video, Bill, highly recommend watching it.
No, I haven't actually. Perhaps I should look at that. But
Yeah,
to
you
me,
should look at that while I'm
clouds
trying
are
to
just,
repair here.
To me, clouds are just clouds. I'm not sure how much it will
It's-
bother me.
If you looked at the clouds right now, well, there's not many clouds in this server right now, to be honest with you. In fact, I don't even see any.
I like it like
But-
that.
It's clear.
But if you looked at if you know what DCS clouds are like, and you looked at the new clouds, you would realize how much of a difference it's going to make for everybody.
So it's a reality thing.
Huge,
Okay.
absolutely huge. It's probably the best visual update that they've done.
Okay, I do like the real
we've lost the Russian spy. What happened there, Lex? You want to talk
I'm
about
not
it?
entirely sure, actually. I think it was
Maybe
they
it's-
stressed it when I was telling.
Maybe it's that damage that you said never happened.
I never
caught up.
I never felt that.
thing. Well, while you're down there, can you put some sausages on for me?
Will do. There's already one cooked one.
That's the new clouds video.
The new clouds video, yeah. Did you attempt to put a link there, Gaz? Because I didn't get it. And the general tried to put a link earlier on, and I couldn't get it. But I'll have to search YouTube for DCS clouds. I'm sure it'll
It's
find it.
called DCS 2021 and beyond.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll try looking at that at some time. Yeah. Thanks for that. Are you still repairing, Warhol?
Engine started, fully repaired, and I'm just gonna let it warm up for a minute here on the runway.
So
Then I'll try taking off again.
Well, there's an aerial mast there I nearly went for.
Does it have
I
Lax's
sent you
blood
the
on it?
link on Discord.
I've not hit that one yet.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
take
I
it. That's
said-
better than me trying to
Yes,
remember
yeah,
it. Definitely.
yeah.
Thanks. Oh, the other thing is, it's not showing me my frame rate. Now, what's going on there? It normally shows me my
That's
frame
a
rate.
video. That's a video in it. 'Cause you don't use the DCS frame rate counter, do you?
No. So why isn't video not showing me?
Is it just not running? Has it switched itself off? You said, "Oh, what happened there?"
Pontiac 1-1, hold position. Pontiac
You are
1-1,
welcome, sir.
hold position. Pontiac 1-1.
Yeah, I look forward to watch that. Oops, I got a freeze. Oh, got quite a freeze then.
Pontiac 1-1, hold position. Pontiac 1-1, continue taxi.
Depends if anything else running on this server is doing anything silly. They've got about 4 or 5, maybe 6 other game servers of different games running concurrently on this box. So if what it's sort of Minecraft and Space Engineers, so it's the sort of thing where if something goes wrong, it tends to go wrong quite big.
Right.
I don't think I waited long enough for it to warm up, because as soon as I got airborne, then it bricked itself. I had a nice takeoff too. So I'm just gonna-
It
I'm
looked
just gonna
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna reslot real quick, and then I'll come back in.
Your attempt to take off looked better than the steam that followed it.
See, I can't read whatever language this is. I don't know what. I don't know if it's. I don't know what's good and what's bad.
There must be a YouTube about it though, and then it's just a case of remembering what they mean. Very often, when you look at the word, the German words, certainly with French words, you look at the French word and you look at the English word when you get the translation, and you think, well, yeah, I can see a link there. again, I'm not going to be too late tonight, because tomorrow it's stuff that we've got to do in the garden. Today it was supposed to be finish wallpapering and then get to the garden, but the wallpapering took longer. The last bits were fiddly, and I decided also to add a couple of power sockets down on the stair cupboard. Next to the stair cupboard door we've got a power socket, and I decided to add 2 more, and also decided to change the existing one because the existing one wasn't switched, but of course the new one didn't fit in the hole, so I had to sort of chisel out stuff to get this thing to fit. So that took ages, and it was painful for me getting down on the floor and doing stuff like that. It was really literally painful. But that messed everything up, so garden didn't get done. So I want to be up again tomorrow, and we can work on that. It's a tiny amount to do, finishing the wallpaper, just trimming a couple of bits, and then after that, a couple of weeks, we'll get a new carpet.
As what? Did you say getting a new car?
No, carpet.
Oh.
Yeah, we went on Wednesday and took a look and got the carpet. Well done, Warhawk, that looks good.
Yeah, it went a lot better. For now.
Well, you're up, your gear's up. I assume your flaps are back to normal, so you're cooking.
The 109 doesn't have flaps as such, does it?
Doesn't have takeoff flaps.
Doesn't it have some form of something on the front of the wings instead?
It's got those leading edge flaps, and that's for turning.
Right.
So I can turn hopefully as slow as you can, but I doubt it. And it does have flaps that you can set, but they're hand crank powered. So.
Yeah.
Just about everything on the i16 is hand cranked, isn't it?
I've been chatting to Fat Blasted in chat just now, and he was saying that he was fiddling with VR. He's been flying in VR on an Oculus Rift S.
Wait, who is this?
Fat Blasted. He returned it because he preferred Track IR.
Oh,
Really?
well, I can see that, but the Rift S has such a low resolution. For a VR to be a better experience, you have to have a higher per eye resolution.
Oh, right.
Was that the one that you
It's
tried as
important.
well?
No, I tried the Quest 2. Also
Quest
would
2,
not
yes.
recommend. I guess stay away from Oculus crap right now.
Yeah. There's too much Facebook baggage associated with the Rift, isn't there? You still got your flaps down, haven't you? Or are they radiators?
I think that's right.
Those are air intakes.
Oh, okay. Your engine sounds quite interesting from sitting behind you.
Yeah, I got the boost turned on. I'm only at like 30 or 40% RPM. I'm a little scared to bump it up until this thing is really warmed up.
Yeah, I need to find somehow I can map my wet lever. Not that it gives me a whole heap, but how long does it take to get warmed up?
Say again?
How long does it take generally for getting that warmed up?
I don't know. I thought it was like 10 minutes last time. It's probably like 5 or 10 minutes realistically. I've never taken off this fast. I always have to taxi really far, you know? Alright, I'm gonna start cranking it up here to higher potential. I think it already died. It already died. God damn it.
Wow.
Yep. Too fast. Too fast.
Really? Oh, crikey. It's a bit of a pernickety aircraft then.
It's German. You gotta finesse
Yeah,
it.
they're good aircraft, but obviously it's, you know, you've got to do it right, I guess. Oops, I've got a big freeze. Oh, this is bad freezing.
Well, barely landed it without falling apart. That's good.
Oh, this is bad. Am I still flying?
AWSV.
Hello, Thunder 3.
It's still tagged as being on the server.
Yeah,
you're still
it's
fine.
coming and going badly.
Warhawk,
currently
question.
on a freeze.
Did you flick your prop pitch to auto?
Prop pitch wouldn't matter. It's the radiators that matters. And, yeah, it's on auto.
Hopefully mine's stabilised now. It doesn't seem to be freezing now.
I think I'm going to try forcing them to be open and see if that allows me to do that rather than it leaving on auto, because maybe auto's not working correctly right now.
But your prop pitch wants to be fully fine though, doesn't it? Until you're flying
I get the impression
unstably.
from FAT that the 109 might fare better with the automatic once you're in the air.
It was an automatic. I'm going to try
Oh, it
open.
was, right.
Yeah, I'm going to try open and see if that makes a difference.
Apparently,
If it's
blows
not
at
working,
engines.
But
if it's not working well in auto, then I'm just going to force it open and let it stay open.
Yeah, but you're talking about radiators,
Yes, sir.
are you?
Radiator, yeah.
No.
I don't know where any prop stuff is on this plane, so
Ah, right, okay.
No.
But if your prop
Fact was
pitch
saying that-
isn't right, then that will mess things up too, won't it? Because to start the spit, it has to be fully fine, and then when I've taken off, I then bring the RPM back a bit.
based on the behavior that I'm seeing with temperatures and the fact that the engine's already blown up in C's 3 times, I think it's just the radiators are not clearing as auto.
Okay, it's
Exactly.
not just it's trying to do too much work. Because if you've got if the prop pitch is too coarse, then your engine's having to do more work, I would think. Like driving your car in 4th gear, although you probably only use auto cars, I guess.
Well, I did have a manual, but
I've got an auto. I always used to drive manual, but I've got an auto. Had a few autos now. Thunder 3, yeah, I didn't miss that. I didn't get that, rather. I missed it.
Just
yeah,
for
not
reference,
bad.
FAT, who does own the 109, was saying that it's very easy to blow the engine if you're on manual prop pitch control. If you switch to auto, you might be better off for the propeller pitch specifically.
I don't even know where that is on here. I've never touched it.
There'll be a button for it, won't there? I mean, you probably look at your controls, and you should be able to just set it with one of your controls.
I want to know where it is in the plane.
Does FAT know where it is on the plane? It's going to be a lever, I guess.
It's under the throttle. There is a switch. It needs to be switched towards the rear.
Oh, he's talking about the governor, the prop governor. Yeah, I had that set.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I think it's just, for whatever reason, this the auto radiator mode is just not working. I'm going to leave it on open once and start it and see if that helps. Here we go.
I'm currently following Laxor, and he's in an I-16. We are flying in DCS, in case you weren't aware, and I'm flying in a Spit LF Mark 9. So that's Laxor up by 11 o'clock.
Sorry, I didn't realise she was behind me. I've been able to loop this thing moderately easily. I feel tonight I cannot get it to go.
You just need enough speed and a bit of altitude, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I've not normally had much of an issue. Because normally, my usual thing is to go screaming on the runway, stick back, fly up and over the top. But, doesn't seem to be having it.
No.
It's like I've got something either slowing me down, unless it's my doors, because they're still open.
Ah, yes, drag.
Or in the loosest sense of the term.
Can you not lean out and close them?
No, you can't close them in the air, it seems.
You can close them.
No, not when you're actually in the air, I don't think.
Oh right, I suppose that's realistic, because you'd be fighting the wind pressure to try to close them.
No,
So you just click on the lever when you're on the ground to close them.
I'll have to try and bring it in for a landing, which is never a good thing to do.
Well, I might come in for a landing as well, being that my last landing was so bad. I need to try and make it right. So yeah, I'm RTB. Gear down. And flaps down. Oh, too much braking.
I'm on finals.
I'm almost on fire. No, not really. I broke my wing.
Yeah, give it a moment or two, and that'll be my same situation.
Yeah, you'll be right.
30 degrees flaps.
It would appear that leaving it in radiator open instead of auto has resolved the issue. I'm not want to speak too soon here, but I'm thinking that is the case. It wasn't like that on the last server that I was, or the last time I was playing this. So I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with my plane or my game.
Well, that's good
Or
that
the
it
server.
seems to have solved it.
Pontiac 1-1.
Probably the server. It's got a weird smell.
Runway 26.
Now, should I get repaired? Yeah, I can't be bothered to do the start up of the taxi, so I'll get repaired.
Good grief.
Look a little squirrely there, Lax. What happened?
It's about an average. Yeah, that's about average for me.
Is that really?
Copy.
Yes.
Keep your guys' canopies open. I'm gonna give you a sound burst of German engineering, I guess.
Oops.
My canopy's open because I just landed, so I always open my canopy for landing in case they got to drag me out. Nice. They are beautiful aircraft. Absolutely beautiful. The competition is to some degree between the Spit and the 109, but not, to me, not just in ability, it's also how good looking they are, and the 109 is a damn good looking aircraft.
Yeah, I'm a little partial to the Mustang, as most Americans would be, but I actually like the Corsair probably, as far as what I think would be one of the best fighters, or is the best fighter, is probably something like the Corsair, but I don't know.
I've heard that the
preference.
Corsair is on the drawing board for DCS.
Well, it actually exists. There's a company that is making it. It was spotlighted. The model was flown and spotlighted on a community stream that Eagle Dynamics was a part of last year. And then the project has basically been sitting idle, from my understanding, for a while, but they are making one, so it'll be interesting or cool to see it happen.
Right.
Sorry, I missed that. What are they making one of?
Corsair probably will be out in the next year and a half.
Right. Right.
I want a Hurricane. Hey up, Scott.
I want a
Sims.
girlfriend. Hello, Bill. Oh, Steph. A Typhoon would be cool though. If you want some modern
All of
version
those,
for this DVD.
any of the Warbirds,
Yeah.
to me. If they were doing loads more Warbirds, I hope you're listening, Eagle Dynamics. The Warbirds, I would probably go and buy. Even if they were doing enough of them, I'd even go and buy German ones.
Yeah, I said the first time I sat one in War Thunder, actually, I thought to myself that this will be a really nice one to sit in DCS, being fully interactive.
Yeah. But I definitely want the Hurricane, because the Hurricane and the Spit, I mean, if you've got a Spit, you've got to have Hurricanes as well.
Very true.
Are you joining us in the server tonight, Scopsins, or are you just...
No, I'm just coming here to harass you.
Okay, I
I'm
figured as
doing
much.
your musty ass rock bowl server, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I just come here just to insult you, Lex, or just to take the absolute piss out of you, to suck it out like a vacuum, bro. Lay out with a fucking ground, dude.
I wouldn't have doubted that for a second. If you'd said anything else, I'd have been shocked, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
Oh, look at that. Here it comes.
Well, you're in luck. We're in luck. Let me see if my head track works with these. I think it does. It's not working with War Thunder for some reason, and it's pissing me off. I reinstalled it, and then it was working initially, but now it's just not working anymore, and it's pissing me off.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't have my Discord overlay, but that sounds like Scopson's, or it did sound like Scopson's. Is he still in here?
No.
Shit.
Imagine fucking Scopson just playing DCS with a bunch of fucking wankers like you.
Hold on. My audio is... Fuck, I cannot hear you.
No, that's just Scopsins, that's fine. That's
Okay,
business as usual.
Yeah. I think I have you
How ugly
boosted.
I am, bro.
I don't
How
have
ugly
him
is, bro?
boosted, that's the problem. It's probably my biggest gripe with VR is like I can't really, my headset doesn't really fit over the top of the headset. I would rather use my headset with the enclosed hearing, but oh well, I'll get it sorted at some point. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
Epic DCS crash, epic. So I was gonna play War Thunder and stream it, but my whole fucking day's been wasted, so now I don't got time. I'm just waiting for DCS's musty ass launch. Let's see how many tries it takes me.
Don't bring DCS into the problem. So from what I've been hearing, it's all your side so far.
Okay, I'll come
Hey, if you
up
have to
again.
fire the guns in here, I wonder how I do that.
Oh, I wonder how you do that.
You've only got to map your trigger, haven't you?
I have the weapon fire bound to my trigger, but that's obviously not working.
Yeah, but weapon
We've got
fire,
safety.
but isn't, when they say weapon, doesn't that refer to bombs and rockets? And
Same as the
others
Spitfire,
are,
you got the trigger and the gun safety.
yeah, you got that as well.
No such shenanigans with the I-16. It's like if you pull the trigger, it's because you meant to.
Yeah.
Blackthorn password, is it a 4 or is it an I or an L? Question answered itself.
Okay. Glad I could be of service anytime.
Wank. Oh my god.
Mind you, I can't get into the start on this thing. Now, for
That
goodness
is a
sake,
lovely
the
sound.
I-16, the I-16 does not like, if you mess up the engine start once, that's it. It will not recover.
I left the SU-25 on. It doesn't even have a fidelity cockpit. I left the SU-25 on fire with an engine start. I don't know how, but I go in the third person view. I'm wondering why my engine's not starting. And the little like a whirring sound. Oh, well, I guess we're on fire now. Did you add SU-27 Blackthorn, or am I gonna have to buy that?
I still didn't get a message to do it, so I didn't remember.
In the server and add SU-27. It's not that hard.
Did I get it?
Yeah, Lax, it's not that hard.
Assume.
That's the hardest.
Assume
I
I
can
have
do with my
numbers
eyes
that
closed.
last
Can't stop
longer
bouncing
than
back.
about 10 seconds. Especially
don't
when it
have
stops, you know, I tune out most of what it says.
If I log in here and I can't find an SU-27, I'm gonna be fuming, Luxor.
Okay.
Fuming. I'm gonna be fuming. I'm just gonna hit you with. I'm gonna buy the
Ready to fume.
SU-33 and then I'm gonna hit you with radar guided missiles, like 30 times. I get like 6. I get a bunch of those.
Well,
Then I get.
work out how to use the radar on the F-16. We all know my track record with that sort of technology.
I'm gonna.
I still feel fortunate I managed to get off the F6, the 9 exit out, yeah. I feel like, what the hell is going on?
Did Jago show up?
No, I've not seen him recently. I know you said he resurfaced, but he used to spend a lot of his time flying on the I can't remember the name of the server. It's quite a popular one.
Ground Sidewinder, Airbus Online, Hoggett, TTI, 3D Inferno.
Yeah, it's Hoggett. Was the Uber used to smoke a lot this time.
Probably just broke up the thing.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like it's all tab on me. We have 13 damn F-14 singular.
Look, I can guarantee you now, if it was on map change required, it hasn't been done. Guarantee you now.
For all you do is
There's no
click a
need to
button.
wait.
You click a
There's no
button.
need to wait.
It's just a button. Quick add
Find your
your
parking space. I told you I had no stop control, didn't I? Guarantee it. Same thing.
Alright, Bill, I'm gonna let you pass me up here. I'm gonna try forming up on you, okay? You can take us over the airfield a bunch if you want to.
Roger that. I'll get past you and then I'll make a turn.
Sounds good.
You have MiG-29?
To the right, I think.
I think that's...
I'm looking at you.
Okay, I'm making a gentle turn to the right.
Man, got that 5.
Are you with me, Warhawk?
I am. You might need to reduce your power a little bit. I don't want to push the engine too hard to catch up or maintain.
Roger that.
Yes.
Sorry for the wait. I told you I just can't anything from that.
Gentle turn to the right again.
Copy that? Yeah, I'm right with you here now.
It's a pity, all the there are some units that shoot back at you and they're all gone, otherwise we could have gone for that as a joint effort.
Well, they're
What
off on the
about-
right, and I still don't know how to shoot the cannon on here, so I'd
you're
be
still-
just
okay.
a Japanese
Okay.
Zero style retaliation, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Let's climb.
You can put the throttle up a little bit more than that. I'm like, right. I'm having a hard time slowing down.
Roger that. I'm back to boost 8, which is where I would normally be. But I'm too steep an angle. Totally lost airspeed. Making a turn to the right as I'm climbing.
Alright.
Should we find a bridge to fly under?
I mean, yeah, if you want to see me die.
Well, you don't have to follow. That's assuming I find one, and assuming I'm brave enough to try it. What's the time? It's not even 12 o'clock. We've got plenty of time to die and start again.
Alright, well, have at it. I'm right with you here.
Not that I can see any bridges. On the map that's looking good. Our two icons are nicely glued together. Nice flying. Oops, I got
Yeah,
another
I should
little
be out
glitch.
off your back right shoulder low.
I can't see you.
Okay, let me bring it up a little bit more.
Yeah, I just saw your wing, just about.
See me now?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
I'm gonna keep it at a boost for a little bit. My primary engine temp is getting a little high.
Roger that.
Where's these bridges you speak of?
Well, I don't know specifically where they are, but we normally find some. I'm not seeing any at the moment.
Maybe I can take this time to see if I can get my gun to work. Hold on, I'm gonna break off for a second.
Yeah, Roger, good, yeah, you can get that, that's good.
Oh, we are in business. We are in business.
You've got guns.
Guns, guns, guns.
And what was
You
it?
can practice on me if you like, I don't mind.
I'm looking for lax.
Yeah, I dropped out the server and just coming back in.
Yeah, but Lex hasn't made the offer. I've made the offer.
I know.
It's like a drug though, I find.
It is. It's like doing a line of coke or something.
Doesn't the fizz get up your nose? Oh, you don't mean that kind of coke.
Yeah, so there's a fire cannon and then there's literally a fire machine gun. Apparently they're different things.
Yeah. Or fire both.
So that
very
means you've
often.
got no cannon rounds loaded then.
I've got whatever combat mix is default.
Yeah, continue.
Alright, Bill. Coming up behind you.
Okay,
We can have a little dog fight here if you want. Oh, sorry, in front of you, my bad.
I gotcha.
Apparently you have to charge the cannon. Before you can fire.
Alright, well, I'm not worried about it right now.
That wasn't intended to hit, so I hope I didn't.
I was trying to get you to do an overshoot, but these things are so slow. Yeah, you can shoot me down if you have an angle. Don't give me anything here. I've never done a dogfight in these things before, so.
Yeah, but I've already got the advantage of being behind you, so that wouldn't feel right.
Well, that's the whole point.
Now, having said that, I've lost you, so that evens it up. I don't know where you are now. So I'm probably going down, because I'm sure you'll find me before I find you. See? Said so. Oh, I've got blurred vision. It's all going black. I've just passed out.
Boy, these guns are weird. I feel like your Spitfire is a lot more firepower. This thing is just like, it's almost like I'm holding a personal machine gun out the nose of the plane.
Well, isn't it? They pretty much are, because they're only 7.9,
I thought that also had cannon on it.
Yeah, but the
Okay,
cannon hasn't been charged to
How do I
fire.
charge it now?
Pending. Give that a couple of seconds for stream to catch up. Oh, okay, the machine gun's on the 109 or 13 now. Okay. I mean, it's going to be a bind, isn't it? Ultimately.
Yeah. Well, let me see.
Why's my gear not retracting?
Yeah, I've only got a wings cannon on and off. I don't have a charge or anything like that.
Apparently it's a button on the side of the stick.
Yeah, but what's the bind called? Because I don't see anything for cannon like that.
I'd imagine it's something. If you just use cannon,
I
it
searched
should.
cannon, I searched
Mhm.
charge.
Caliber?
No joy for anything that makes sense.
Caliber?
Not cannon.
High
Not
caliber.
Canada.
I know, right? You want to sit on a platter. Yeah.
Yes, I've got cannon, rockets toggle, cannon, rockets cannon, fire cannons, which I have that already bound, doesn't do anything. Wing cannons on, which is on the
Is
front
there a
dash.
safety switch?
Search mark MK space 108.
That does the trick, sir. Do you have to hold that or you just press it once? That is a huge difference.
Yeah, just once apparently.
I'm gonna eat some food, so I'm gonna RTB, but I'll still be in the server probably.
Roger that.
Roger that. I'll probably
No,
only do another hour.
Okay. No, no judging the landings here.
Hey, I've been flying this a lot longer than you've been flying the 108, and I still can't, 109, and I still can't get it down safely. Yeah, no judges here.
And mine is very unpredictable. Sometimes I make really nice landings, and sometimes I completely mess it up. So I can never be sure what I'm going to do. Normally I do something stupid. I'll do something stupid like put my brakes on too hard and nose it over after I've landed. Okay. I'm going to take off on a taxiway.
Yeah, you're burning off all your guns there.
Yeah, I'm removing the temptation while you're going by.
Well,
Alright, I'm gonna pull off over to the grass for now. I was pretty damn sick if I say so myself. I am sweating.
I'm frying again. I cannot let this down.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Alright, I'm going ears off for like 10-15 minutes. I'll be back.
What's that?
Just a second.
Okay, I feel I've redeemed myself now. That was I'm happy with that landing. That's what I'm mostly do nowadays. But just recently I've been messing them up.
Right. Feels very light tonight, the Huey.
The Huey feels light by comparison.
Yeah, very, very light. Yeah.
There has been an update, hasn't there? Only a small.
There has, but it covered the F-16 and the F-18, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Because it was, as you say, it was only like 300 meg or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Actually, I might not even make it to 1 o'clock because I'm a bit dossy. Been a hard old. It's been a hard old day today, and I was up at 7:30.
Right.
And I went to. When I left you, as usual, I ended up doing things on here. Still went to bed at just gone 2, and I was up by about 7:30. So, with the stuff we've been doing as well.
Yeah.
With the power socket, still the power sockets are there now. We've got 3 power sockets on that by that door on the stairs. Oh, I didn't. I said that was a good landing. It was, except I didn't put my prop pitch fully fine, and I didn't open my cockpit. I think it's because I sort of made a quick approach. So I didn't do those 2 things which I should have done in theory, but it still landed alright. And they didn't have to dig me out. So.
Although I can put this down a lot better than I used to, I still really struggle with the descent.
Yeah, I can imagine. And hovering. If you're trying to be in a same place for a while, that must be difficult.
Yeah, hovering I'm okay at. Well, no, mediocre, I suppose, as a step down from okay. But it's the descent. I just keep ending up getting too much speed, and you sort of flare to try and kill the speed a bit.
Yeah.
And you end up going back up, and it's like you're constant,
Yeah.
yo-yo.
Yeah, so you're skipping over water.
end up having to do half a dozen spirals like I'm doing now to descend and try and kill my speed. Assuming I don't VRS on the way down.
I just realised my landing, apart from being quite gentle and I managed to keep it reasonably straight, I'm in the middle of the black lines on the runway as well. The rubber stuff. And almost straight. Not quite, but almost. Yeah, I'm a bit off to the right, nose off to the right.
Yes, this is about the extent of my hovering ability. So it's still a little bit wibbly wobbly, but this I could, if I had more efficient mappings, I could probably hover sufficiently to at least get something hooked now. Whether or not I could take off with it or tow it up, I don't know, but it doesn't take very much for me to slide off position.
Yeah.
Despite the sort of dampening the curves down.
I always imagine that controlling a chopper like that is, I don't know, like rubbing your tummy and patting your head and then some.
I got lonely Laxor.
You got Sheep was there keeping you company.
Who? Sheena?
Sheep. Yeah.
Oh, Princess Hamstring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. I just want to talk to you about your server.
Wow.
No,
Well, actually, Warhawk's AFK for food. I could feasibly do a refresh of the map.
Well, you don't have to. I just wanted to talk to you in general.
Oh, I don't have to. Don't have to.
You don't have to. I just wanted to like talk to you about the server, bro. Cause I was like playing, you know, Coscus on another map, and there's so much of the map. You just have this little green area that you're working with. There's such a big ass map, you know.
There is a huge map. Unfortunately, a lot of it doesn't have any airfields on it.
No, they have the coastal airfield. I was thinking you could put some like smaller than Carey or something. But it is a huge map.
Yeah, there is. There is a huge map, and it's only about 50% utilised from an airfield perspective.
Can you make airfield, or no? You have to make a custom airfield?
I don't think you can.
Cause I figured out how to place units like yesterday,
right.
But yeah, you only had. It's weird.
I don't know. I mean, you can put fobs down, and you can put helipads with those fobs, so you can rearm helicopters and stuff. But I don't think you can actually put an airfield down.
Oh, and you've got to get the channel
like,
map.
I mean, you got people spawn on the carriers. I like the cold part of the map. It's funny. I like the mountains.
Well, why don't you land on the carrier and then you can take off from it?
No, there's spawns on the carriers. Do you have it? You can spawn carriers, right? Like you can just put them down.
There's on the bottom.
Do you have
left,
any Russian helicarriers? Do you have any Kuksanods out there?
No, I've only put in. Actually, no. There is a red something over there. Have a look down the bottom left of the map.
Yeah, I only bought the SU. I should have bought the SU-33, but I told you power to weight ratio. I was like, I want a more maneuverable plane, not a plane with a better game experience in general. It's a better cost for your money. But yeah, should have bought the SU-33. I want to buy the MiG-29 as well. I should have bought it like when it was on discount, but I'm an idiot. So.
Well, the whole of Flaming Cliffs isn't that much, and then you get 5 aircraft.
But I should have bought it on discount. It would have been barely anything. Yeah. But I thought it was gonna last for longer than it did, and here we are now with the one single month.
Give it till Easter. There'll be a sale at Easter on Steam.
Well, get the channel map then.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't mind the channel map, were it not for the fact that we've got like 30% of that map already, and there's that massive dead space called the channel.
Yeah,
you can't really do anything with.
That kind of changes, and it's more realistic because what happens when you can go in for various quick actions, and you take the idea is like you're there to take off, taxi and land and that sort of stuff, but you can also fly over to France and engage 109s and 190s. Yeah, so it's a bit of a flight, but that's okay, because you're also trying to identify all the time. You're trying to find the targets by looking at the map when you know where they are.
Still waiting for the DCS and during competition. You need to spawn like some naval ships that we can shoot with naval missiles. That'd be cool.
We got the carrier. We got the super carrier.
Can you think that with the missile?
It's a boat.
It's a boat. I bet you probably
Hit anything enough times, it's going to sink.
Maybe. Have you seen the War Thunder carriers, the new ones? They're so bad in film, dude. Did you see like a duck trying to land on them, dude? It was actually stupid. And it was like hitting the ground and everything.
I saw when it was him and Nils trying to torpedo one.
Yeah, like I was dropping bombs right on top of it, and like I get it's not gonna sink it in one hit, dude. But it's not even lighting it on fire, bro. It's like scratching the paint, bro. Like, and then like you can't even land on anything. Like we tried to land on it all at the end, bro. We all clipped through the deck, bro. Like it was stupid.
Apparently, a flight of Vigans could take out the carrier. I do have a Vigan. I'm just even worse at the Vigan than I am at most other things I own.
But yeah, man, when you hit a carrier with 4 torpedoes, I mean, you kind of expect it to sink, right? I'm not crazy saying that, right?
Well, you hit in a modern day carrier with World War II torpedoes, so I don't know if there's much of a difference in penetration.
No,
ability.
we were hitting a Jap. That was like a. Oh wait, no, it was modern day. Never mind. But yeah, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it was a super carrier.
But it was like 5 or 6 star carrier. Like we kept hitting it. We did not leave it alone the whole game, dude. It was like, no, okay.
I'm surprised you didn't get harassed by the other players. To be honest, you're pretty
They were
scot-free on
bidding.
that, weren't you?
The map was big as hell. I don't think any Japanese players went to spawn and get laid down, especially on a carrier. That deck is like 30 degrees to the water. I mean, it wasn't usable, but it was still alive. That was making me mad. Yeah, but I don't think any Japanese, and then like they had to take enough fuel to fly out there, and we did like see a couple, but they weren't like really trying to shoot us down, or didn't do a good job of it at least. I think I killed like one guy. Yep, but that's what happened there.
Apparently, it takes 6 anti-ship missiles from Vigans to sink the carrier.
You need to get 6 bitches, am I right?
Good grief.
Yeah. Now I'm waiting 30 minutes for a sim match and War Thunder. Yep. So I have to jump in the call with Lax so to ease my loneliness.
Well, I'm thinking I'm going to cut my 1 o'clock down to 12:30, because I still won't turn it until 1:30.
Lax, you should use the civilian vehicle. That'd be pretty funny.
So I'm going to shove off, folks, and
Okay.
look forward perhaps to being a bit more awake and a bit more useful next week. Okay.
All right, Bill.
Alright,
Bye.
take care.
No, take care, everybody. TTFN.
It's just you and me now, baby. Shoot the train, Lax, or shoot the train.
Right, for the sake of those people who might still be watching my stream, or might not, depending, because it says there's 2, but I'm not sure. Closing my stream now. Thanks for joining me. Hope there's been something that's been good fun to watch, or even just informative tonight. Catch you again another time, I hope. Take care all. Closing stream. Night night.